Okay guys, I have coffee, I have water, I have a fan blowing, I have my list, which I think I will make it cute and put it in a journal or something, because it's interesting to keep it and see next year maybe, but no spoiler. So today I wanted to make a video following the mid-year plant tag video that was inaugurated by Anna with Plants. That was a very good idea, and it's also my first time doing voiceover, so you'll have to pardon my French quite literally, and so yeah, let's go. First question was best plant so far this year. So I try to not put her in every video, but the best plants for me so far is Begonia Sinbad. I got her last year actually, and I had to restart it quickly. She had a downfall, and I don't know why exactly, but I took some cuttings. I have multiple lying around, but this one I chopped her and kept her in her pond vessel, and she grew back. I put her under a Sensi grow light, and she grew back, and she's as beautiful as ever. She's giving me a lot of flowers. I put her on a trellis. It's a cute trellis, I really love her, and I almost put her in every category, but no, this will be my best plant for this year. I just watched back the previous video, and my accent is so bad, I think I will scratch that and put subtitles as I do for the other videos. Anyway, question number 2 was best plant rebound / recovery, and I chose my Alocasia Frideck. I chose this one because, as you can see, the big leaves are very green. Maybe they have a little damage here, but that's not too bad. She's beautiful, but I got her at the beginning as a very low variegated Frideck, and indeed she was very low variegated. There is no variegation at all on the biggest leaves, but recently I chopped her. I rooted the top part in water and put it back into the soil here. But the surprise was that after I chopped her, she grew back many beautifully variegated leaves. Some are a bit too much variegation, as you can see here, so we don't want that. We want these beautiful these beautiful leaves, as you can see here and here and there. Those are really beautiful, and I don't know, oh, this one is cute. I don't know if this counts as a rebound, but to me it was a big surprise. She was on my chopping block. Not really, because I thought I would give her to someone, a friend of mine. But since she grew back some beautiful flowers, leaves, I'm keeping her. I am very happy with her right now. Question number 3 is favorite plant acquisition this year. So this year I have bought multiple of my wishlist plants, but the ones I selected today, I selected 2 because I couldn't choose. The most recent was, I have one in the mail actually, but the most recent is my beautiful baby variegated Thanksgiving cactus. I was so happy to find her, because for a long time I struggled to find her here in France, in Europe. I couldn't find her. But someday I woke up and there was a listing for this plant. So I didn't even wake up. I bought her and she came and she's giving me. I was so afraid I wouldn't be able to grow her well, but she keeps growing and giving me new baby leaves. So I'm so happy with her. I hope everything will be alright with her. That was my first proposition. The second one, I put her here. Can you see her? Yes, you can, but it's very far away. So maybe, can I do that? Yes, I can. Don't mind the mess. Just look at this beautiful Syningia leucotrica. It's my first codex plant. I'm very nervous about growing her. I'm scared I'll do something wrong. But right now, she seems good. She has new growth, new tiny growth. I don't know what she's supposed to do with this. Is she growing new? Will she be growing new stems and new leaves? I don't know, but they keep growing right now. There are multiples, and we'll see what she does. But the main attraction is this tiny growth here. I'm not sure what it is. I think she's not supposed to grow a new set of leaves. So I'm thinking she's growing flowers, isn't she? Maybe. I asked the seller if she'll grow flowers for me this year, and she said she's 2 years old, so there's a good chance. So I'm trying to keep her alive, and I'm waiting to see if those are flowers, and I'm so excited. So I have in plastic pot, in terracotta pot with no drainage. That was €3, as you can see, and since the terracotta is not glazed, I also have her in this cute, how do you call it, saucer, in this cute saucer. I think the whole setup is very cute, and she's under raw light, and I'm waiting patiently. So those are my two favorite plant acquisitions for this year. I tried making a better background for you now that the biggest plants are over with. Question number 4 was new plants that has caught my interest this year. It was this year that I heard about Alocasia pink poly or pink amazonica. Any of these would be great. I'm not buying a lot of alocasias now, but I would make an exception for the pink poly or the pink amazonica because I think they're very beautiful. I'll put a picture on the screen if I can find them. So that's the first proposition, but the second one I'm looking for. I've been looking for the pink urchin for many years, but it's really rare here in France and Europe. I'm not even sure the pink urchin has crossed the European border. I'm not finding her anywhere, and I'm really looking for the day I find her. She will be so pricey, and I will have to wait even more. But the day I find her in Europe will be the best day, and I'm really looking forward to it. Question number 5. I'm on a roll. Biggest plant surprise or unexpected discovery, good or bad? So a good surprise I had once I was cleaning up some plants and looking in a terrarium. It's not a terrarium actually, it's a glass enclosure, and someday I found that this pink princess philodendron is growing beautiful. I have had a really hard time with her. Not with the mother plant, actually was growing quite well, but I wanted to restart her to put her on a pole because I wanted multiple plants growing on a pole, and so I took some cuttings, but only 2 survived. This one is not really variegated, but I found this beautifully pink leaf. There's another one here which is which has, sorry, I'm trying, yeah, just a little bit of variegation here, but it's really beautiful too. And I think she has a lot of humidity because she's in this enclosure. But my surprise was that she doesn't have a lot of light. And maybe it's the secret, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe some people will say that she needs a lot of light, and maybe she does. But to me, she grew this beautiful leaf. I like that she's dark and pink. So for now, she's growing. I don't expect too much from her. I'm just putting her in this enclosure and waiting for her to do what she wants. I'm gonna put her there, but this leaf is in the way, so if I... well, yeah, it's good. Question number 6 is biggest plant disappointment, and I'm gonna say I can't show you because I don't have her anymore, and it's a disappointment in itself, is that I had a very beautiful begonia, Prismatocarpa variegata. She was really beautiful. A lot of people wanted a cutting of her, and my mother plant crocked. I'll have to put some footage for you because I don't have her anymore. I was thinking about doing a project that would be good for her. It's a tiny little begonia with tiny little leaves, tiny little flowers. But yeah, that was my biggest disappointment this year. Seventh question is new favorite plant care revelation or supply or tool. It was not really a revelation, but I'm really happy to group my plants, combine my plants in the same pots. Sorry. So that's reverted begonia snowcat. I have a pink spot. I have water dripping everywhere. I have a Sinbad. Haha. Told you I was gonna talk about her a little more. I have a Sinbad, and I think for this one, that's it. That's the 3 I have in the pot. And to me, it's a revelation because I'm able to keep more plants in less space. So that's really good for me. I have many other examples. I put some B-roll for you. I have many ways of putting my plants together. It takes me less time to water. I have more space, or at least I can keep more species of plants. It takes me less time to care for them when they're grouped together. So that's a revelation for me. For question 8, most aesthetically pleasing plants, I chose Begonia Sinbad once again, and my combo pot once again. I won't talk about them anymore because I already have, but I think this year is the year of begonias for me. I really love them. There are a lot of varieties that I want. I don't want them all, but a lot of them, and especially pink begonias. I think this one is really maybe not popular, but really accessible plant. But I'm really in love with this one as well as this one. I would love to buy the begonia U062, which is one of the plant parents of this hybrid. I want that one too because she's pink. She's more pink. So that's it for number 8. Number 9 is most sad looking plants, and I chose, as you can see, this beautiful stick. This beautiful what's her name, Solanum uleanum, that I have a really hard time growing. I will take you up. Yeah, I'm actually gonna keep her where she lives because it's easier for me to film, and also you see where she lives and you'll be able to tell me maybe what's wrong with her. I have her in pond because I couldn't grow her when I first got her. She was in sphagnum, I think, and she died. I put her in pond and she's dying. She's also growing back. It's really hard because it's tiny. She's growing back a little there. Maybe, if you can see, please stop shaking. Yeah, well, a little bit here and there too, but it's really hard to show because it's really tiny. So I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what she wants. I thought that being in pond would be okay for her. I thought that the terrarium setup would be okay for her, but it's not. So maybe too much light. It's a Barrena light. You can see that it's 24 degrees Celsius and 100% humidity. So I don't know what she wants. I think I'm able to grow her back from wet sticks. As you can see here, it's really difficult to show because it's really tiny and the light is not the best, but you can see a little bit in the middle of the screen. She's tiny, it's the best she's growing for me, so I'm waiting. And I hope she'll grow back, she'll grow big in the terrarium. If I have her in the terrarium, I'm okay. I don't necessarily want her to grow in my home conditions. If she grows in the terrarium, I'm happy. Question 10 is plants left to acquire or projects to accomplish before the end of 2026. Plants to acquire, I told you about pink urchin if she ever comes to the continent, and alocasia pink Pauli. I told you about them, so there are many more, but I'm trying not to bring many more plants in my collection, so I'm really specific about the ones I want. And the project I would like to finish, to begin even, is transforming my IKEA acre bar into a new terrarium. This one is a vertical one. I would like one that's a horizontal one. So I'm planning on doing this one, but the problem is I have the little acre bar cabinet and I think it would be better with the bigger one. So I'm hesitant to begin the project, and if I find the bigger one after I started the project, I will be sad. So I don't know, maybe I will do it, maybe not, I don't know. Question number 11, plenty hot takes. I don't have many. Maybe the closest thought I have is about reclaiming your space. At first I brought plants into my home because the world outside my apartment is very grey, very sad looking. I'm in a big city that I don't especially find beautiful, so I brought plants into my home and it got a little out of hand. So now I'm trying to reclaim my space and my time. As much as I love plants and as much as I want to buy every plant I come across and I find beautiful, I'm trying to restrain myself, and that's why I'm doing combo pots and trying new ways of growing plants together, because I don't want plants everywhere. In the meantime, I got 2 dogs, so I want my home to be a space for them too, and my time to be for them too. So I'm not sure it's a hot take, but I'm not sure it's really welcome in the community either. So that's my opinion. Last question is plant trends I came across, and I'm not sure if they are trends per se, because I don't know, maybe I see a lot of them, but the algorithm feeds you what you like. So is this a trend or is it just what I like to see? I'm not sure. But hi, so I'll be doing voiceover from now on because I was clearly becoming tired of speaking in English and not making a lot of sense. So, two trends I'm seeing lately are complete opposites. They are about aesthetics more than a way of growing plants we're focusing on, but the two main aesthetics I'm seeing a lot of at the moment are opposites. On the one hand, we have a lot of content about minimalism. I would say Asian-inspired minimalism. At least that's what I like, so that's what I see a lot about. Maybe that's why I want to reclaim my space too, because I love the jungle vibes. Some plants are so beautiful on their own. They are really sculptural in my mind, and I think they deserve a spotlight. And it's not possible when you have a big collection and there are plants everywhere. So I would love to have many plants in one spot, in one room maybe, and here and there in my space, my main living space, some plants that are really beautifully arranged, a little bit like ikebana for flowers, for flower arrangements, that I love too. So yeah, that's one of the aesthetics I'm seeing a lot of these days. And on the other hand, I'm seeing a lot of content about transforming your room into a whimsical environment. In my mind, it's the opposite because it's almost a maximalist aesthetic. And so I'm seeing a lot of transforming your room, your garden a lot into a magical fairy tale look, or even almost, I think it's called whimsy goth look, and I love that too. It's hard to be a minimalist and a maximalist at the same time, but yeah, that's the two main trends I can think of for you. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. I'm sorry for my bad accent again, and thank you again to Anna with Plants for having this idea for this mid-year plant tag. I've seen other content creators such as Wild Fern and Claudia from Claudia's Plants, who made a similar video and inspired me to make my own. So I really loved making the video, and I hope you liked it. Consider liking the video and subscribing, and see you next time.